YouTube, what is going on? Zmar Cyber back with another video. In this video, I kind of wanted to give an update since the last time I've uploaded, which was January 7th of this year. So since then, I completed term one of WGU. So in term one from WGU, I've completed 6 classes, right? So the last time I uploaded, I was on my CompTIA A plus core 2. So I forget what the class is called. I could probably look at it right now. It was D317, IT applications. So that was core 2. And since then, I've actually acquired my CompTIA A plus. So I was very excited about that. That was really cool. So also, obviously, that means I completed core 1, which was D316 IT foundations. I found IT applications. I found IT applications a lot more easier. So I found core 2 a lot more easier than core 1 for me. It's funny because a lot of people find core 1 easier than core 2. So that was quite interesting. I was glad that I passed. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go over all the classes that I've completed, all the 6 classes that I've completed in term 1, and then we're gonna get on into term 2, right? So number 1 was orientation. I guess that counts as a class, but you don't get any CUs for it. If you don't know what CUs is, it's the way that WGU think of it like credits, like college credits, but WGU calls it CUs, or competency units, right? So I completed the orientation. Then it was D265, critical thinking, reason and evidence. I also made a video about that. Then it was D317, IT applications, which was the core 2 exam for CompTIA A plus. After that, it was C841, which is legal issues in information security. I do believe this class is pretty simple. If I'm not mistaken, it was just a written course. So it was a PA, which is performance assessment, right? So it was just a written course. I found it pretty simple. It was actually interesting, believe it or not. And yeah. Anyways, then from there we passed D316 IT foundations, right? So that was CompTIA A plus core 2. I lied. Core 1. Core 1. Obviously that was the objective assessment. I had to pass the certification exam, right? And then lastly, it was C458, health, fitness, and wellness. This was actually an OA, so I had to take an exam which was proctored. It was pretty simple. If I remember correctly, all you have to do is to kind of use common sense and maybe just touch up on some of the information that they have in the modules. Besides that, the course is pretty simple. Obviously, that was like a quick like week pass. So yeah, I completed 6 courses, or 5 if you're not counting orientation, in term 1 of WGU. And if you don't know, WGU, each term is 6 months. So yeah, I completed 6 classes in 6 months. So that's about a class a month. And yeah, so in term 2 now, right? So far I have 4 courses, right? I'm on my 4th one, right? This is actually giving me the most problem, and it's actually why I wanted to create this video, because I don't just want to show the positives in this journey, but I also want to show the bumps in the road, right? So I'm going to start with the classes that I've completed, and then talk about the class I'm actually on right now that's actually giving me some problems, right? So I started off with it was Introduction to Systems Thinking, which is D372. The class was a written class, and this one I actually also did find interesting, right? Because systems thinking, you apply it in business and you apply it throughout your life, and everything is a system, believe it or not, right? So I found that class quite interesting. It was pretty quick, which I completed it, right? Probably about a week. So yeah, that was my first class. Then the second class was ethics and technology, right? That was, no, I lied. It was network and security foundations, right? That's D315. This one was objective assessment, right? It was pretty simple as well, right? As long as you understood, um, network and security, name of the course, right? You were able to pass the exam. I believe I completed this class in 2 weeks. It was pretty simple. I did find it interesting. I started it March 4th, right? And I believe, yeah, I can't see when I finished it, but I do believe it was about 2 weeks, so it wasn't too bad. Obviously coming from a little bit of technical background in IT and cybersecurity, I was able to complete the course fairly quick, right? So after that, I obviously moved on to D333, ethics and technology. If I'm not mistaken with this as well, this used to be an objective assessment course. So that means that obviously, right, you gotta take an exam, which is proctored. Um, but they switched it over, I guess, because, possibly just making complaints about how difficult the objective assessment was. So they switched it over to a PA, which is a performance assessment. So once they switched it over to that, I just had to complete 2 tasks, right? They're slightly related and they're slightly different, right? So I was lucky enough to actually, be able to take the performance assessment instead of the OA for this, because I'm sure if I took the OA, I would have had to, study a little bit more for it. But I did take away some things from the course. When I used to go to St. John's, I actually took an ethics course in my sophomore year. I believe it was the spring semester of my sophomore year. So I actually did have some background knowledge when it came to this, and guidelines and ethics when it comes to IT and security. All right. So lastly, now we are on C955, applied probability and statistics, right? This course is actually giving me the most trouble right now, just because I don't want to just solely blame it on me being bad at math, but I think it's because I'm not really grasping the probability. I think the problem is also I'm just trying to get the course done with, because math isn't my strong suit by any means. I really dislike math with a passion, right? Even in college and in high school and middle school, right? Math always, and I mean always, was my lowest average in school, right? So I don't want to, apply this same, foundation. I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't want to apply this same aura. Aura doesn't even fit, but it's the best word I could come up with right now. I don't want to apply the same thought process into me being at WGU doing C955, right? I do believe, though, within the next 2 weeks, I will be able to pass the course, and I will pass the course. I won't just be able to, I will pass the course, right? You got to manifest, right? Not just manifest, but it's actually putting in the work to actually get there, right? You can't just say that, I want this, but your actions don't align with what you want, right? So, yeah, that's kind of why I just wanted to make this update video. I just wanted to give a little quick update. Obviously, I haven't uploaded since January 7th of this year, earlier this year. So I just wanted to get this out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a quick sit down video. I want to, just throw a little update up. And yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys have any questions, let's leave in the comments below. And yeah, any questions about WGU or the Bachelor's of Science in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance, just throw it in the comments and I'll be able to, hopefully, guide someone or help someone, making a decision on going to WGU or going to a brick and mortar school. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.